As a therapist, if I feel like there is something that is really difficult to work through, it would have to be grief. And the reason why I feel like grief is so difficult is because you could go days or even weeks of feeling like you've really progressed and then really be hit with a lot of emotion and feel as if you're starting all the way back over at square one. And this video isn't meant to be the end-all be-all for helping you to navigate grief, but I just want to give you some practical things to take with you if you are grieving or you know someone that's grieving that may be able to help you to navigate through it. First and foremost, they say that time is a slow healer, but it's not just time, it's time and coping. And I look at coping as being able to identify what you feel, understand why you feel it, and then apply something to that to allow you to take action toward it. It gives you kind of a battle plan of what to do with the emotions. Number two, allow yourself the room to feel. You are not a robot. As much as we would like to be a robot, you're not a robot. You have to allow yourself the time to feel the emotions that you're having. You cannot have a healthy grieving process without exploring your emotions. Allow yourself time to heal. Number three, it's important to have a good social support. In our intake sessions, we asked our clients about their social support, and I would say that if there's one thing that I personally feel like rivals therapy, it's having a good social support. So if that's at your disposal, please take advantage of that. Number four, you have to eventually get back to a sense of normalcy. That doesn't have to be immediately. That may take time. Take the time. Please take the time that you need in order to work through your grief. But grief will do its best to cripple you and keep you in a place of immobility. And we don't want that to happen, right? There has to be a point, and you will need to work through that, I don't know, with a therapist or whatever, to work toward kind of mitigating the effects of grief and putting how much time you spend on grief in a smaller pocket so that you can get back to a state of normalcy. And then number five, and lastly, there's a difference between moving on and moving forward. Some people are afraid to interact with their feelings because they're afraid of moving on. But I don't think we have the luxury of moving on. Moving on means that it's almost like we pretend like that never happened, like we never felt those things, we never had that experience, versus moving forward, meaning like even though I know I am experiencing and going through all of these different things, I need to be able to press on, right? To press forward. And changing your mindset from moving on to moving forward may help you, because some people are afraid to move on because they feel that they'll leave their loved one behind, and that doesn't have to be the case. Okay, so grief requires you to do it healthily. Please take the practical steps that you need in order to heal, because if not, you're gonna have a very long road. Think about it.